Good. Hey, back. Got here. On Jesse. Welcome. Testing 1, 2. Testing. All right, here we go. Good evening. Good evening to everyone. Welcome back. Happy Monday. Good morning. Good afternoon to anybody on the other side of the ocean. Finally back. All right, what are we doing here? So we shorting this. We're in an hour descending channel. We're at the top of that hour descending channel. Got VWAP at 800, so it can potentially, it already touched VWAP. Man, am I late to this short? I think I am. Jesse, I'm leaning short, but I may have missed my entry right here. Let's see. Jesse James, good evening. Tyson, John. Let's see who else is here. I thought I saw Randy Chapman in the house. All right, good evening to everybody. See what this market wants to do. We are in a descending channel on the hourly. We're in that same range. It's the same range that we've been playing since Friday. 800 seems to be the magnet right now. It played out Friday. It played out today. Just unable to push significantly above 800 or below. So we'll see. Rohan 863. Good evening. Good morning to anybody on the other side of the ocean. I'm leaning towards the short here, but let's see if we get another touch of VWAP, or are they going to finally break out of this range and rally to the upside? Find out soon. All right, here they go. They're pushing, I guess. I guess you can say they're starting a little ascending channel there, but I don't know. A little deceiving here. All right, I'm going to start with a short, playing the top of that range. We're also potentially at the top of that 1 hour descending channel. So let's see how we do here. I do have the risk of 800. In other words, a push to that pivot point at 800, and VWAP is up there. So I can probably give it about 30 points if they decide to push the VWAP and pivot point, which is around 800. I'm at 85, so that's 15. I can give it another 15, 20 points, and potentially looking for the bottom of that range as my target, but we'll see. We'll see if they decide to push tonight. Elderly, shalom, shalom. How are you? Good evening to everybody. Yeah, I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope if you traded this morning, I hope you walked out into green. I had a rough morning. Well, not a rough morning, frustrating morning. Then I came back in the afternoon and ended up with some green. Not much green, but recovered the frustrated morning. But we seem to be attached to 800 since Friday with no clear indication that we're going to go up or down. Indecision. Sanjeev, this morning it was like paint drying paint watching the market. Yeah, you had that quick morning open, and then after that it was pretty slow. And then same thing, hovering around 800. So that was pretty much it. Opportunity awaits is entering at 805. Yeah, that's the area that they can push this up to. Another touch of VWAP. You got the VWAP up there. You got the 200 SMA. I'm kind of front running the short. So we'll see. We'll see if they get up there. But 805 seems to be the area to short it. I said you got VWAP and pivot point up there. And it's also the top of that descending 1 hour channel that seems to be playing to a T for a couple days now. Well, it ain't moving much. Let's see if they can flush below this area for a range-to-range play. Otherwise, they may go up all the way up to 800, 805 for a touch of that pivot point at VWAP before they flush this down. Yeah, if you're new to the stream or enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. It does help me out with the YouTube algo. And let's try to make a little bit of money tonight. All right, here's the area they've been unable to break through on the Asia, right? This area has been a bounce. See if they can push through. Otherwise, they might pop this all the way up to, like I said, 800 and VWAP at 805 area before we get the flush. But I tried to front run it. See if we get any action on this tonight. I am going to trail this to the 9 EMA. And we'll play a quick little scalp. Or probably just end up scalping tonight based on price action. Nicolas Gomez, my man from Paris. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while, so good to see you again. Thanks for tuning in. We're looking for a flush below this area. Let's see if we can get it on the first attempt. Otherwise, they're going to push up to 800, 805, and we'll see what they do up there at VWAP. Looks like the play is slowing down and they may need to bounce it right back up. In that case, I'll just scalp. I'm using the 9 as my stop, the 9 EMA. Looking for a stronger flush, just ain't happening, so no need to. We'll wait for 800 or 805. Seems to be the area for this potential short. Chop City all day. Looks like we're in Chop City right now again. There you go. There's the pop. Let's see if they're going to push this all the way up to 800. Probably at 800, 805 or VWAP, and then we'll attempt another short up there. HR, what's up? But based on this pricing, it looks like it's going to be scalping. And this is the pop that was concerned about, and that pop can go all the way up to 800, 805. Let's watch. Nicolas Gomez, Bulenox, 91%. Yeah, I think so. Let me check. Full disclosure, I forget to update the discounts on what you guys see on the stream. So let me check Bulenox. Bulenox is 83%. Just haven't updated it. Sorry. JC was making fun of me over by the water cooler. I think he needs a write-up, but please don't tell him I reported this. Huh? T Massive in the house. What's up, brother? All right, so now they're in this descending channel here. Looks like the short is playing out. Ooh, should have stayed in that short. Now it's pushing. Opportunity awaits. Fake out. Yeah, we're at the bottom of that range. We'll see if they can push below this. Disregard my overnight low, previous day close. I haven't updated any of that. Literally just turned on everything and started streaming. But I can start working on that right now. Let's see. Overnight high, is this it? Previous day high is at 824. Previous day low, 722. Okay. All right, not much of a change between Friday's close and today's close. So 800 seems to be the area that NQ can't make a decision on. It's a magnet right now to the upside and to the downside. Good evening to everybody. If you're new to the stream or enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. As usual, it's moving slow. Nicolas Gomez, does Bulenox work in the EU and is it good to start trading with? Bulenox in France. Let's see. All right, we got time. We got time to chat. So, Bulenox, allowed countries. Let's see if France is one of them. Oh, wow. All right, this is the current list of restricted countries. So if your country is not here, you're good. France, you can trade with Bulenox, no problem. These are the restricted countries, so anything out of that, you're good to go. So I would say France, you're fine. Shark Trends in the house. Good to see you. And it's snail pace. It's not moving. let's magnify it so it looks a little better. All right, here's that push up that we're talking about, 800, 805, where VWAP's at. And make some decisions up there around 800, 805. Chart Trends is asking long or short tonight. I'm short biased, but I'll wait for that 800, 805 area to figure it out. I'm going to short it. $800 seems to be the magnet for the last couple of days. Can't go above, can't go below. Chart Trends is going long now. Looks like they're waking up. See if they can. Let's see if they have enough energy for 805. Or is this it? Nicholas, I thought August was a month for vacations, but my stocks decided to take a permanent one. All right, it's at the top of this descending channel, so let's see if this channel holds or is holding for a potential move to the downside that the bears are making. Or are the bulls going to push this up to 805, 800 for that pivot point touch and VWAP up there? Tyler Street, welcome to the stream. Thanks for subscribing. And for anybody new, like I said, welcome to the stream. I do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 6:15 p.m. Eastern. And the mornings for New York, NASDAQ trading, Monday through Friday, 6:15 a.m. Eastern. Some chop right there. No different than this morning. Knowledge Seeker, what's up, brother? And still playing in this range. See if he can push above 800. Wow, all the price action today was between 718 about 800. So it stayed within that whole range, just chopping back and forth. It's like we're in for it. It's like it's going to be no different during the Asia. It's Chop City. All right, so it is in that descending channel. It's kind of trying to respect it. It just has such a small range that I don't know if I'm interested. See how far they drag that. Vinny, too slow and no volume. Yeah, man. And even these little channels are like, what, 10 points? So at most, you probably get 5 or 7. You're swinging it. I guess the Bears do have a 1 hour descending channel playing out right now. So it could be a 2-3 hour trade to the downside. I don't know if I have the patience for that. It's chopping in that range, in that channel for sure. Christopher, welcome to the stream, brother. No worries. You made it. That's what counts. But it's slow and chopping in that channel there. It's Randaran, sad. I blew all my accounts. Just a bad day today. Couldn't get anything right. Yeah, man. It took a while. It took a while for me to finally break even and then get some green. I was so short biased today. My first trade would have been a banger had I held, but they shook me out as usual. And then I got into like all these little scalps. It was a tough day. The funny thing is the range was only what, 50, 60 points all day, up and down. But it took me a while to figure that out, and then I played the range and walked out in the green. Tyson Hall, I've been trying to scalp the range, 770, 790, and haven't been doing well. Yeah, it's been, like I said, today was literally a range, a 60, 70 point range up and down all day. Right after Jesse James, I got trapped twice, then made a little comeback, but called it red 530-ish. I got trapped on shorts, right? For anybody who didn't watch the stream, let's take a look at the trades this morning. It was nasty. Here we go. This morning, we were in, if you can see this range right here. I played the flush, got trapped. I played the flush again, got trapped. And then eventually I played this channel and walked out with some beautiful green. Or recovered, I mean, technically I recovered everything and still walked out in the green across all of them, but that's because I finally decided to play that channel. And got a nice little short all the way down here on that. It wasn't pretty. Today was not pretty price action. Randaran, I got trapped 3 times, let a short run up too much and hit my max drawdown and blew the accounts. Yeah, I got trapped twice, and then I had a short playing in my favor, which I should have closed. We're range bound. We're not going to flush below a level. I was playing the flush. Didn't happen. Then I ended up closing that trade for like half of the profit I was in. And I walked out for a little bit. I left the live stream, had some breakfast, and then came back. And like I said, I captured that ascending channel. I played it up and down. I was like, you know what? This thing is in channels. Let me just play the channel. Just play the damn chart. Played the damn chart and walked out. Recovered the loss and walked out with green. Alberto González, parce, casi todos caímos en las trampas de hoy en la sesión americana. Yes, Alberto is saying that almost everybody fell in the trap. Yeah, listen, you know, the funny thing is I looked at my trades. You guys know well, if you guys watch me, I'm a contrarian trader by nature. You always see me trying to long a flush. I don't know what triggered me today. Well, I was very bear biased today. So first trade of the day was a short right here at the open. Had I held, look what I would have gotten. But I got shaken out pretty quick. Then, usually, this is me. I'm a reversal trader. I usually long this. I decided to short for the breakout of structure. And they got me good. I mean, you look at these candles, you're like, oh yeah, this is going down. Let's go for the break. Well, I got pushed right back up. Got faked out there. I think I caught this little green trade there. Little trade. Then again, I was like, all right, that's the second time they're going to flush it. And again, watch this flush. What was this? 819 down to 735. You would think after close to 80, 100 points, they're going to continue. So I shorted it here and again pushed right back up. So two traps I got caught. Then I was like, you know what? I'm going to play the channel and finally got green playing the up and down of a channel and walked out with green. But I played the chart at that point. You can't trade what you think. You got to play the chart, right? Elderly, what's up, brother? Yes. Yes, indeed. I'm curious how you figured out I'm Colombian. Probably by the accent, right? Yes, Nicolás. Parcerito en la buena. Yes, indeed. Tiquito JC, how long have you been trading or starting to make money doing it? I started in late 2023. Profitable 2024. In other words, my expenses versus what I've made in prop firm payouts, profitable in 2024, and 2025 profitable to date, but it's been a slower year in terms of payouts. But thankfully, still profitable. Brander and I have about a 60% win rate, but I hold losers too long, and that's what I need to work on. Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem for all of us. Today, although I have a big flaw, and you guys probably have seen it, I don't like to trade with stops. Today, I took manual stops and I stuck to them because I got tired of pushing my levels. So although I was in the red this morning pretty quickly, I stuck to the manual stops, which were about 25, 30 points. But that's what I'm working on. I don't care. Just take the loss. I don't care. Just take the loss. Tiquito, I mainly use 1 hour and 4 hour levels along with pivot points, VWAP, and the 20 and the 200 SMA. Jesse, I think the best thing I saw in what you wrote, I was proud of myself today. I took a red day. Yeah, same thing here. I walked out into red on the live stream. As you guys can see, I came back later in the day, later in the afternoon, and tried to trade it again. But I'm working big time on that. Walking out. Taking those 25, 30 point stops, not pushing it to 50, 60 points like you guys have seen some of those on the New York session. And, you know, if direction is not in favor of your trade, eat it, accept it, walk out, close it. Jesse James, normally I'm either green or I blow accounts. Well, that's the extreme of it. Working on just taking the loss and calling it. Yeah, nothing wrong with taking a red day. And I think for me, because I mean, listen, you guys have seen it. I hate trading with stops because I get wicked out a lot, and maybe it's just a bad habit, right? You get rewarded for the wrong reasons. When you get wicked, it should have hit your stop, and then it goes in your favor, or price moves in your favor, and you get a win. Debating the whole stop thing. I did start today. If you guys watched my live, I do have a firm, what's it called, a hard stop now of 40 points. So during the New York session, it's not based on the trade. It's for news events or anything like that. I do think that I have to work on that. So now you guys will see me during the New York session with a hard stop at 40 points to avoid any news drops, wicks, or anything like that, where I can get caught with my pants down. So today you guys finally decided to put a hard stop. Chris Peters, I tilted this morning, blew 5 evals, 2 only needed the prop. You know, yeah, it's funny. A lot of blown evals. Listen, I started red. The funny thing is, if you take a look at the price action for today, let's go back. And this is where we all have to journal and go back and take a look at this madness. Look at the high. The high was 820. The low was 720 at the extreme. The majority of the day, though, if you look at the majority of the day, it was between 740 and 780. A 40-point range that literally caused a lot of blown accounts, a lot of drawdown. That's the learning lesson is you gotta learn, we gotta figure out a way to get out of that quickly. I came back towards the end playing this channel, but it was literally a 45, 50-point range where a lot of people blew accounts today. Knowledge Seeker, bro, you need lower time frame entry with stop loss. I use 1 minute or 30 seconds for entry, and my stop loss is 5 points. Oh, you got a tight stop, 5 points. On the Asia session, I could see New York, you'll get stopped out all day with 5 points. Unless you're scalping, right? You're scalping it, I get it. Cube, if it wicks you out that often, then it likely wasn't a good technical stop in the first place, which is something we can always improve on by reviewing our journals and trades. Yes and no. NQ is notorious for stop hunt runs specifically. So you have to widen your stop. NQ is an imperfect trading. It's NQ moves wildly during the New York session. At night, it's a lot more lenient, obviously, but New York, it's the wild, wild west, man. Chris Peters, I got nailed hard, then just went all in and walked away. Came back to dead accounts. Oh, sorry to hear, man. We've all been there. We've all gotten to a, the funny thing with, somebody was asking about, I think it was Nicolas Gomez. He asked a while ago, is day trading just educated gambling? And I actually had done I had actually searched that in the past. So trading, forget about prop firm trading, day trading, stock trading, options, futures trading, live accounts. It's not considered gambling. But prop firm trading, I do think there's a gambling component, because how many times, let's say you have an account that has, I don't know, $3,000 drawdown, right? The minute you start hitting 2,000 or 2,500 drawdown, what happens in our minds most of the time? Full port it. I either save it or blow it, right? So I do think prop firms open it up for gambling, because once you're in the red, if your drawdown, if your account has a max loss limit of $3,000, most of the time what happens is you get to 2,000, you get to 2,500, and at that point, you're looking for an area to go in strong with 3 or 4 contracts, blow it or save it, right? So, Chris, I get it. We've all been there. And that's what I'm trying to avoid is, I'm trying to now take a red day, take those 20, 30, 20, 25 point stops, and accept when I'm wrong versus taking some insane drawdown, which I've done, and I'm guilty of that. And the only reason I'm guilty of it is because you get rewarded for the wrong reason. Sometimes you do take that drawdown of 30, 35 points, and then it comes back, and you walk out not only breaking even, but then it rallies another 40, 50 points. So you get like a 2-to-1 trade or a 3-to-1 trade. Tyson Hall, yep, save it or blow it all the time. And yeah, because it's so cheap, right? I mean, let's be honest, these evals are what, $100, 100 at the most, or if you're trading 50Ks, it's probably cheaper. If you're trading 150Ks, maybe you're looking at 100, 150 bucks. You're like, all right, I don't have the patience to save it from, once you're in drawdown at 2,000 or 2,500, you're like, I don't have the patience to trade this back to break even and then try to pass. So I think prop firm trading does open it up to gambling. Nicolas, there's definitely an addiction aspect too. You have to be emotionally prepared for all the outcomes. Yeah, I think everyone, including myself, all of us involved with prop firm trading or day trading, there is an addictive personality involved, because who would lose, I don't know, $2,000, $3,000, get beat up, blow accounts, and come back the next day for more, right? You got to have an addictive personality to trade. That's why I think that trading is so personality based. There are people who will not trade. Like I have friends who I tell them what I do, or they hop onto YouTube. They don't even trade, but they just like they come to support. They're like, dude, you just lost like $1,000, and I know you copy trade. How do you walk the rest of the day? I'm like, it's just what we do. It's prop firm trade. There's good days, bad days. Some people, they're like, no, I could never do that. It's not in their personality. They're very disciplined, very strict. They're not just, day trading is not even a part of their conversation. It just won't happen. Speaking from personal experience, I'm rewinding here. Cube, if it hits my stop from my stats about 80% of the time, it keeps going. It doesn't reverse, which also tells me do not remove stop and bag hold. Cube, yeah. I should probably look at, how do you look at trades that you moved your stop? You would literally have to flag them or something. But I would agree. I would think that, oh no, maybe actually I would disagree, because a lot of the times that I do hold a wider stop, it does end up bouncing or flushing a level. It's hard to say. Tiquito JC, I met someone who blew 140 accounts in a year. So 140 accounts in a year is peanuts. And here I'll explain why. Prop firm trading. We have learned from bigger influencers, guys. I'm a YouTuber. I'm not an influencer, right? I have barely 3,000 subs. I don't consider myself an influencer. I'm a YouTuber who is trading his live streaming his trading journey. But there are true influencers out there that have revealed their payouts, six-figure, $500,000, $800,000 payouts in 2024. And the number of blown accounts is well over 400, 300. And these are funded accounts, right? PAs. So blowing accounts does not necessarily, in the prop firm world, and this is why it's called the gamification of prop firms, blowing accounts in the prop firm world does not mean you're not profitable. Now, if you've blown 140 accounts and haven't gotten a payout, okay. But if you've blown 140 accounts, like there are influencers out there that have, but your payouts exceed the cost of that, and we're seeing that the payouts are actually a lot more profitable than the accounts that they've blown, don't be surprised to hear and see influencers or just traders with over 200 prop firm accounts blown in a year. Because they're not playing, I had a long conversation last Thursday or Friday with a friend, It's the what matters in prop firm trading? Gray trading or payouts? Gray trading or payouts? Payouts do not necessarily mean you are a profitable trader. In other words, when you take a lot of payouts with prop firms, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to succeed in a live account environment. That's why we've seen a lot of these influencers also not do well with a live account. But who cares? Because if you know how to play the game with prop firms, right, you're playing the burn and churn approach, and you're walking out with some insane payouts. Sure, you're blowing accounts, but as long as you are capturing 10, 15, 20 accounts in one payout, that makes up for quite a few that you blew before that. That's why prop firm trading being successful or profitable in prop firm trading does not necessarily mean you're going to be profitable in a live funded account. But who cares? It's the question. Good trading versus payouts. I know a lot of traders, great traders, no payouts. So it's the big question mark around prop firms. Prop firms are like insurance companies. Knowledge seekers, 400 blown accounts is worse. There is an influencer, a big influencer, who has shared how many PAs he has blown, and they're well over 400. But he also has well over $1 million payouts with that prop firm. So the number of blown accounts does not necessarily mean much. All right, let me go back before I. Let me go back up before I'm talking a lot and I'm missing a lot of your comments. I met someone who blew through 140 accounts. James, if there's one thing that makes me stop some of my stubborn tendency, it's seeing the cold hard data from my trade reviews because I can't refute that. Yeah, I mean, trading journals are very important. Chris Peters, I have figured it out, I think now. They push these fast to funded time frames, manage your time wisely, and if it takes 10 days, it takes 10 days. Chris, if it takes a month, it takes a month. I think the biggest mistake is trying to get every single 8-day payout or 10-day payout. I think that's when things go downhill. Green Trump Red, 140 accounts is nothing. I spent $30K on evals this year so far, but made $40K from payouts. Yeah, we talked about that. My numbers in 2024, not this year, 2024, I made over 200K in prop firm payouts, but it cost me about 27K. 27K. So blown accounts, it all depends on if you can continue to grab those payouts, especially with the leverage now where it's multiple prop firms, 10, 20 accounts. Chris Peters, it's all about learning to beat drought on. It's not all about making the most out of trades. That's what I've learned. Yep. Nicolas, shout out to Jesse for showing us his charts. The guy is a genius. The guy writes his own indicators. Are you kidding me? It's insanity. Oh my God, I'm missing a lot here. The Thorian Reginald Ritchie Percival V. Man, for the last few days, I'm new to this. I'm trying to figure out the sessions and when they start in Eastern time. Knowledge Seeker, I've blown 30 accounts since January to date. Drewski, I only got 2 payouts. The rest all blown accounts. This morning on my eval, made 570. See how tomorrow goes. Knowledge Seeker, people don't have patience. Yeah, I mean, the patience game is the toughest game in trading. Like, for instance, this trade right here, is a classic example of patience. It's in a channel. If you have the patience to play the up and down, eventually it's going to come down and hit overnight low. But you get impatient. You don't play the charts. You start moving things around. Tyson Hall, I need automation to take out the emotional. Yeah, same here. I'm looking for an algorithmic trading platform. Not necessarily for auto trading, but for removing some of the emotional side of trading, where it can have certain calls. But got to be aware that most people who have a winning algo are not going to share it or sell it. Nicolas, nerves of steel, especially in high leveraging trading. Yes. All right, here we go. Is that little pop? Are we going to go pop to 805? Where's VWAP? VWAP is creeping down on us to 795. And you have that pivot point at 800. Drewski shorting for 5 points. Yeah, man, I already took my 5-point short. So now I'm waiting for, see if we can get price up to 800, 795 and see if I want to short it up there, or are they going to rally? Cube, if you got that good of an algo, sell it to the big banks and retire with that money. Exactly, man. No one's going to sell you an algo that truly performs. It's an indicator at most, but no one will. Viv for short, welcome to the stream. Good evening to everybody. Welcome to the stream. If you're new, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. Do this, or we do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 6:15 p.m. Eastern, and Monday through Friday for the New York session, 6:15 a.m. Eastern. So tonight, I mainly trade NQ, looking for something, but it's in a range. But Lux Algo. Let's just hope that there is some type of algorithmic software out there that I can find. There's got to be something. There's got to be some quant guy that gets it. Bro, you need BlackRock's Aladdin algo. John, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Inside joke, so I get it. No worries. All right, so we continue to be in that channel. We try to get out. Let's see if we pop out of that descending channel and finally push to like 820, 800 area and see what happens up there. Cube, I swear, Lux Algo is like the Costco of algos. They got everything. Yeah, I have Lux Algo. I don't think I'm paying their monthly fee anymore, but I think when I was paying for it, those indicators on TradingView still operate. But yeah, I think they have like an ICT algo. They have buy sell signals and all that. Listen, it's an indicator at the end of the day, as long as you treat it like an indicator and not like, oh my god, it's telling me to buy, I gotta go all in. It's an indicator that you can use with your strategy to confirm or possibly enter based on multiple indicators that you use aligning with the same idea. Stealth, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. Skyler, what's up, brother? I had to take a break from trading recently. Lost so bad I had nothing left to lose. Gonna work for a bit and save. Hey, man. You know, appreciate you sharing that, Skyler. Just know we've all had those bad losses. It's part of the process. I've shared this multiple times. Hold on, let me fix my mic here. I've shared this, that the biggest lessons I've gotten in trading have been the brutal losses. I think we've all, especially at the beginning, I think as you trade, the emotions change when you lose. But I think at the beginning, we've all had that day that you've blown, I don't know, ton of accounts, whatever that number is. And you go to the living room, you lie on your couch, or you go to your bed, and you're just staring at the ceiling, asking yourself, what the hell did I just do? What the hell did I just do? We've all been there, but those, to be honest with you, for me at least, have been the best learning lessons. They build grit. They make you stronger. Eventually, the losses are like nothing. Ah, man, I blew this account today. Moving on, right? So it's part of the process. Extraordinary Cave Trader. Does Lux Algo really work? It's an indicator, my friend. It indicates, just like every other indicator out there, does not mean it's going to work or fail. You may want to use it with other of your strategies to get confirmation, or, you know, but indicators are indicators. They indicate, doesn't mean it's going to go in that direction. Could. Knowledge seeker. I can't trust indicators. For me, price action is biggest indicator. I agree. Brewski, 300 up now. I don't like trading in the evenings. Volume is low. Yeah, it's pretty damn low today. And we continue to be in that. Remember what I said about my short? If you're patient, just play the ups and downs. It's playing a descending channel. Learn to trust it. This is what I did this morning. After, you know, getting caught in those traps, I literally played the ascending channel that we had this morning, and literally long bottoms, shorted tops 2 or 3 times, and I recovered. Bid for short, kind of nice to find a trading room during Asia. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to, if you're enjoying the content, feel free to smash that like, smash that subscribe. Nicolas, I named my portfolio Titanic the other day. Keep your head up, brother. Yep, that's the name of the game. Losses are a part of it, but they make you stronger. When I lose nowadays, or when I blow an account nowadays, it is much different than 2 years ago in terms of the emotions involved or how I feel. Now it's more like, yeah, this is the reason I blew it. All right, moving on. Before, that would be a whole session. What the hell did I just do? I'm not going to get good at this. How could I have blown them all? I was this close to a payout. It's part of the process. T. Cooper, I have a big whiteboard that I have to look all day. At the top says, don't break the rules. I tried that. I used to have a big sign, don't break the rules. I had another sign, stop doing stupid shit. And I've minimized it. I've definitely minimized the stupid stuff, because you fall for it, especially when you get into emotional trading. Start doing crazy, silly stuff. Brewski, 75. I'm out with 5 points. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a 10-point range. Not much else to do right now. John, rules? What are those? Speculate. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you taking the time to say hello. And for anybody up in the branches, don't be shy. Come on down. Introduce yourself. Got a couple of traders here that tune in every night, building a little community. So feel free to introduce yourself, and welcome to the gang. Mr. Big Bad Wolf, These range trading markets are not my cup of tea. I agree, man. It's been brutal, definitely brutal during Asia. I just don't like Asia right now. I live stream, I try to take a trade, but I don't like it. It's just way too slow. But even New York has been very fishy the last couple of weeks, month or two as well. So Drewski up 570. Nicely done with this price action. Little 5-point scalps add up. Knowledge seeker. Titanic could hit iceberg. Be careful. Speculate. Yeah. So I do. So anybody new to the stream, looks like we got a lot of new folks tonight. I live stream the Asia session right now, which is a late night session. Starts at 6:15 p.m. Eastern. But my main trading session is the New York Open, which I do Monday through Friday, 6:15 a.m. I'm sorry, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Why do I keep saying? Oh, because Arizona is 6:15. So 9:15 a.m. Eastern for New York every morning, Monday through Friday, and 9:15 p.m. Eastern for Asia session. Those are my times. But my main session is the New York Open. And it's win, lose, or draw. You'll see my wins, my losses. There's been some tilt days. There's been some blown accounts already. One session of blown accounts. So keeping it transparent. Speculate. Regular trading hours open for me is 5:30 a.m. Yeah, for me, it's 6:30 a.m. I'm in Arizona. That's why my times on the charts are 3 hours behind. So for me, 9:30 a.m. or the open is 6:30. But I start to stream around 6:15 and trade the open. Speculate in Alaska. All right, man. Welcome to the stream. T. Cooper, the only 2 hours you need, 9:30 to 11:30. I agree. I usually try to get it done within the first hour or two. If I'm trading after noon, in other words, after 12 p.m., I'm usually in the red and trying to recover, but that's all you need. 2 hours, if you can catch the right direction or find yourself in the right direction, you'll be fine. All right, we're continuing to be in this range. John, good to see an authentic trader online. You are one of the few. Well, appreciate it, man. I've always said it, and you've seen it. You've seen my red days, you guys, especially in the morning. You guys have seen good days, easy trades, one and done days. There's been quite a few one and done days, but there's also been battle days. And there's also been JC's on tilt, and we can all see it. I remember one session, I watched the video afterwards. Oh, you can see it in my face. You can see it in how I speak. When I'm on tilt, it's visible. But that's what makes it fun, and I'm not going to change it. I don't take down my videos when I lose. Friday, this past Friday, I was trading the Open, New York Open. This is what happened this past Friday, literally 3 days ago, right? So I'm usually pretty good during the Open to look at news. And I literally say, hey guys, I'm going to set an alarm for 15 minutes, 9:45, and I'm going to set an alarm for 10 a.m., depending on the news drop. For whatever reason, and I think I made a mistake, because I trade Funded Futures Network and I have a live account with Funded Futures Network, I look at their Discord every morning to see what red folder events, and I make sure that I don't screw up, because if you trade during those times, you will blow the account. They're not going to just invalidate your trading. You blow the account. Anyways, they check their Discord, no red events. Something in me clicked and I just left it alone. I didn't bother to take a look at yellow folder. So at 10 a.m. on Friday, this past Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, there was a yellow folder event. I forgot what it was. And I was in a trade. And it starts going against me quick. So I'm like on the trade, on this live stream, I'm like, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of this trade. Obviously, it was already like 25, 30 points against me. And I'm literally clicking close and I can't get out of a trade live. So I'm like, close, close, close. At that point, Quantower gets locked. There's lag going on. It literally shuts off live. In other words, the connection to Rhythmic goes off and now it's reconnecting and I'm in a red trade this whole time. So I rushed to Tradesyncer. On Tradesyncer, I was able to close. I panicked, right? I go into Tradesyncer, I close all of my copy traded accounts. Those ended up with a loss, like I think it was like $800. And the funny thing is I couldn't get out of the trade on the master account. And while I'm trying to reinstall Quantower and trying to save the day, it bounces right back up. I ended up closing that one for like $80 in the green after taking $1,500 in drawdown. Not because I wanted to. I couldn't close the damn trade. But it happened live. That video is still up there. My whole point is I still leave the videos up there. Win, lose, or draw. It's still there. I don't hide anything. It's part of my journey. It's whether I win, or I lose, or I draw. It's my trading. So not afraid to share or live stream some tilt moments. Speculate. Have you been funded with Lucid? I have not. I see you have an affiliate code with them. I'm currently working on a funded with them to try them out. No, have not gotten to the Lucid funded stage. But one of our traders, probably a few at this point, but one of our traders has spoken to me well about it, has gotten payouts from them and no issues. Visual trader, the only way to survive is to trade micros and enter in major support and resistance zones. Otherwise, trading big size is just a matter of time to get killed. Yeah, I think micros provide that little buffer, or you can create positions with micros, right? Build a long or build a short around a support and resistance area. Drewski going for a short 5 points. Yeah, man, you're in that range. I don't see why not. This has been the money range for 5 points. I did it once, and just waiting for the breakout of that descending channel. But long the bottom, short the top, long the bottom, short the top, long the bottom, short the top. It's been playing until it breaks out. The Unclaimed King, greetings. Welcome to the stream. Good evening to everyone. See a lot of new people today, especially for a Monday. That's unusual. So thank you for tuning in. I live stream from Arizona. I live stream 2 sessions. The New York, 9:15 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday for the New York Open, and Asia, late Asia, 9:15 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday. Rangap boy, still waiting for trade day support for denying my payout. Instead of 1K, got it up 1K more. Oh. Corey Haram, I don't want to think about BM anymore today. All right, let me make sure I'm saying hello to everybody. Welcome to the stream. If you're new, you're up in those branches, don't be shy. Come on down. Introduce yourself to the community. We got a lot of traders here now. 11 flips. Carlos, what's up? Cove Trader, welcome to the stream. All right, we're in this range. We're in a descending channel, but seems like 775 is the number that we can't figure out if we want to go above that or below that. SR, what's up, brother? Viv for short, what is the trend indicator on your screen? It's not a trend indicator. It's a descending channel that I manually drew, but you can activate, what is it called? A regression or a linear channel on Quantower and most platforms. And it draws it for you. Chris Tran, do you think we found the bottom for tonight? Ooh, I don't know about that. Are you... I guess if we're going to use 760 as the bottom, this is the range, right? We've been in the 745 to 780 range since Friday. We were in that range again today during New York. Hard to say. T. Cooper, I love Quantower. Same here. I execute on Quantower, and I copy trade using Tradesyncer. But I love Quantower. It's going to be very hard for me to get off Quantower. So hopefully I don't have to. Juvex Sempre. Yeah, smash that like button. Help me out with the YouTube algo, guys. We continue to be in this descending channel. It's been paying 5 points if you're into trading the range. Short the top. Long the bottom. But I'm hoping we get a little more price action than this tonight. SR, does Quantower have footprint charts? I don't think so. But it's not something I would look for either, so maybe somebody else that trades on Quantower can give us an answer. Unclaimed King, thank you for subscribing, brother. Welcome to the stream, and everybody else, welcome. I trade nasty NASDAQ every morning, New York session, New York open, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. And we do the late night Asia as well, 9:15 p.m. Monday through Thursday. But yeah, we're in chop. We're in 5 points up, 5 points down. Knowledge Seeker, there you go. There's the answer. He uses Quantower footprint and overflow. All right. Drewski going for, ooh, you're going for the breakout. You're going for a long? You're going for the breakout out of the descending channel. All right. If they do break out of that channel, that's a move potentially to pivot point at 800, VWAPs at 795. That's the move I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for them to push up to 800, 795 VWAP and see if they're going to continue the push or take the short up there, which would be the top of this range. Yeah, Jesse James, come on, share those indicators, man. Tell us, are we going long? Are we going short? What are we doing here? Tyson Hall, I can't even get 5 points. Well, to be fair, if you short the top on this channel for the last hour, I don't know about now, it looks like it's breaking out. But if you shorted the top or longed any of these bottoms, you got 5 points. I did it once, I'm not going to do it again. I'll wait for 800, 805, or they're going to push down to 740. We'll see what they do down there. Speculate, I'm liking QT. I might switch my personal broker from Ninja Trader. I don't know if you can trade personal accounts with Quantower. I know Interactive Brokers, my personal account's on Interactive Brokers. I can copy trade using Quantower. or I can use TradingView. But Jesse, I was talking to Jesse over the weekend or last week. I just started the paperwork to open my live account with Ninja Trader, so I'm going to be testing Ninja Trader live. I have Interactive Brokers live account, but I'm liking the leverage with Ninja. Jesse's in a long. He needs ES to go up to VWAP so he can get out. All right. Well, I think that's what NQ's doing. NQ's at 795. I'm not looking at ES, but I'm assuming they're moving pretty much in sync. Unclaimed King is shorting it here. I'm going to wait for VWAP touch, 790, 800, and start to short up there. The only thing that can happen is the bulls wake up and start rallying this tonight, and then we all get decimated. Jesse James just scalped that up on NQ for 200 bucks, chipping away at the heat. I'm taking on ES. Drewski 855, just keep scalping those points, huh? Oh, Visual Trader. Yeah, I know you can use what's it called? Interactive Brokers on Quantower. So it looks like you can also trade AMP on Quantower. Got it. All right, is that another look above and fail out of that channel, or are they finally going to push this up to potentially VWAP? All right, looks like they're going to continue to push this up. Chris Strand, it finally broke above the 89 EMA after being below it for long. A nice grind and squeeze all night would be nice for tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I'm watching. I think if we push to 800, that's where the pivot point is, and you got VWAP at 795. I think that's going to determine if they're going to continue to push up or that's it and right back down. Drewski, waiting to see what this 5-minute candles looks like. I use Heikinashi candles for trading. Drewski, nice. We have another trader on this stream during the morning session most of the time. He trades Heikinashi and he kills it. Unclaimed King, I also use Heikinashi, but on tick charts. Nice. All right, what are we going to do here? Are we going to continue to push? Is this the bulls waking up and now they're going to start making their run, or back in the range and back down? I'm still waiting for 800, 795 VWAP for a potential short, but may happen here. Sucks. Drewski shorting for 5. And that would have been a nice short top. Especially if it goes back into range and goes right back to the bottom of that channel. Ugh. Coulda, coulda, woulda. God damn it. Christopher in a short. All right, looks like a couple shorts are getting activated. Man, we're not going to get that 800 touch that I want. Probably not. Speculate just shorted for 6 points. Nicely done. Damn. It's the move right there. Jesse James is saying buyers stepping back in. Oof, that was a nice short, guys. Good job. Damn, I missed that one. Nicholas, thank you, brother. All right, here's the moment of truth. Are they going to come back into that range, into that descending channel, or are they going to pop it? Drewski, another 5 points. And man, you've been killing it with your 5 points, man. Impressive. Nicely done. Christopher, he's going against the Magic Crayons tonight. Leon, 770, it will go. Testing the bottom of that range again. Okay. Brewski up 1140 this evening, scalping 5 points. Damn, brother. Nicely done. The funny thing is, with this price action, you can probably be in a short or a long. Eventually, you're going to make money. 10-point range. All right, let's see how low they're going to go on this move. Unclaimed King didn't get out at the bottom, but caught 6 points on 3 minis. Hey, not too shabby. All right, here they go. They're going to flush this. Let's play the range. That was probably the short of the night. Good direction on that. Chris Tran, NQ touched this 770 like 5 times tonight. Yeah, it's been between 770 and 785 for quite some time. Question is, at what point will it break the upside or to the downside and you get ripped apart? Okay, here we go. They're pushing. All right, I'm going to try to play the range to the upside. See if we can cap some points. Oh no, did somebody just say that ES broke the lows? Uh-oh. That means it's... I may have chosen the wrong time to short to long. Oh. Knowing price action. Nicolas. I have 2 condos in Cartagena, though. You're welcome to Airbnb one of them. Tyson, do we have Tokyo or anything coming up? Yeah, I wouldn't know. I'm not the best when it comes to Asia, the news, the times. I had to write down the other day when London Open is, just so that if I'm asked, I can respond. Ah, looks like there's selling pressure now. Brewski, long in for 5. and go nowhere. Oh, it's really slowed down. Tommy Stark, if we close a candle above 783, I may look to long. All right, bears trying to push this down. $768 seems to be the area they've been holding. Bears trying to push this below that now. 768, 765 has been the bounce area for some time, but let's see if they push. Drewski, what are you wearing, bro? Want to say hello to the gang with your, what do you got going on?
Got a job tomorrow. I get interviewed tomorrow.
You're working tomorrow?
Yeah.
What's this all about? You have a job interview? For what? What are you applying for?
You
All right. Looks good. You look better than me when I wear a tie. Ruski, nicely done, brother. Have a good night. All right, looks like they want to push this down. Not looking good. Are the magic crayons still in that ES long? Tyson Hall, trading right now makes me feel like a gambling addict in a casino at 6 a.m. Yeah, I hate trading Asia. Well, I should say I hate trading Asia when it's this slow. But can't stare at the charts either, so we'll see. Tyson Hall, rock bottom. Chris Tran, ES making new low of day right now. What? Whoa. Looks like ES is making a move to the downside. I'd have to get out of this long. What? Whoa. It's making a move. All right, if the bottom of that channel doesn't hold, I got to get out. What? Whoa. Drewski in a long for 5. The addiction kicks in, brother. I love it. Although it seems like it's breaking down now. This could be trouble for any longs. Could be juicy for the shorts. $100 points if sweeping till 740. Tommy Stark, if I get my 717, that's a 103-point trade during Asia. Wow, Tommy. Nicely done. That's a nice trade. Looks like it is starting to break down. I'll make decisions on getting out at the bottom of that channel, the descending channel. If it breaks that channel, then yeah, we got further downside. RJ is in a short, 774, up over 200. WF, yes, I'm in a trade. I'm watching for what happens down here at the bottom of this channel around 750. If they continue to flush, then I'm in trouble. If it's just a little channel-to-channel play, then I'll be fine. I may even add to this long, but we'll see. We're not dealing with crazy points. Oh, Drewski, you caught that long. Yes, sir. Another 1 point. Good job. I think you'll get it. They've been trying to flush this 760 area for some time now. Able to. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta grab something to drink. All right, how we looking? Ooh, still trying to sell down there, huh? Selling pressure building down there. And they flush it, though. Drewski, have a good night, brother. Nicely done with your 5-point base hits. It's a nice profit with that strategy. All right, this is looking like some selling pressure. Let's see how far this sweep goes. If they break out of that descending channel, I got to close it. Adam, are you on longs? Yes. I don't know. Do you guys see? You guys should see my entry right here. Tyson, this is the stupidest trading of my life. Can't seem to walk away though. Well, if you're taking some brutal hits, maybe it's time to turn on some music, turn off the trader, and enjoy the stream. But don't trade. Chris Tran, yeah, it looks like I keep trying to stay above the 50-minute order, but I want a long, but feels like this baby's going to flush lower tonight. Yeah, it looks now the selling pressure's there. So I may have to make decisions at the bottom of that channel to close if they don't bounce it. Tommy, you're in a short and you're looking to add at 772 if it gets up there again. Tyson, 1.8 DR. Yeah, it's slow. Really slow now. But I got to see what happens down there at 750. And at that point, probably give up. Tommy Stark, yeah, I'm starting to agree with you. I think it's selling pressure has now started for sure. Tommy, you got a nice short there, 820. Wow, it's a nice entry. Uh-oh. Selling pressure is building. They're going for another leg down, and I think at that point they're going to 750. And if there's no bounce at 750, I got to get out of this. I'd probably call it a night. Stealth, that's what I'm thinking, 750 to 725. Yeah, the bottom of this channel is 750, I think. If they flush, then I'll have to close here. If they can pop it, then I may have to just DCA myself out of it, but we'll see. Or just take the loss. No big deal. Shark Trends. Almost 150. Yeah, if you're new to the stream or enjoying the content, help me with the YouTube algo. Smash that like, smash that subscribe. Mustafa, are you copy trading? No funded accounts, no sim funded accounts. Trading some evals tonight. Actually, no, the account that you're looking at is a futures funded network. What's it called? The second round, whatever that second round of futures funded network. So it's a sim funded account. It's the master, and the rest are all evals, not trading. Not copy trading, the sim funded. All right, some selling pressure building there. Tyson Hall closing your short, and maybe they'll break 760. I'll watch 750. Let's see what they do down there. Tommy, ES is stuck on yesterday's 11 a.m. candle low. All right, I think they're going to flush here. Let's see how far. Okay, that's good. They touched the bottom of that channel. Let's see if they're going to continue and I'll get out. Or is that it? And they pop it from here. No bounce yet. Selling pressure building here. They're not able to bounce it yet. They did touch the bottom of that channel and they pushed up a little bit. Nothing significant yet. Let's see. What's that sound? Some kind of magic we need to know about? Well, I don't know. What sound are you guys talking about? Nicolas, market looks hesitant, or is it just me? It's in a boring range, but I think the selling pressure here is building. Let's see if they can hold this flush, or are they going to go right back to the top of that channel? Jeff Koski in the house. You get a message every now and again. We hear the alert. Oh, that's... I don't think it's an alert. At least not something I pay attention to. I think it's just Quantower disconnecting and connecting. All right, so the channel continues to hold. They touched the bottom of that channel and popped it right back up. Now the question is, are they going to be able to push all the way back up to 780? Was what I was looking for. First strand is long, 780. Blaine, yeah, I believe it's Quant. I think it's just a connection with Quantower, connecting and disconnecting. I think it's my Apex account connection that disconnects. But the master account that you guys are seeing, that's a funded futures network, sim funded. All right, didn't give us the bounce. Didn't give us a strong bounce at the bottom of that channel. It's not looking promising. See if they can continue to push up. Tyson Hall is going to long for 5 points. These guys aren't breaking 760. That's what it's looking like, but the selling pressure is building though. They didn't bounce it with they haven't bounced it like they have before, so we'll see. Bounce is not convincing me yet. Juve por sempre, I think, is going to come down to 724, retest, and then it's going to pump. Yeah, I mean, I think there's selling pressure right now. See how far this wave takes us. Tyson, I'm long, so they're going to smash through 760 now. I don't know what to tell you. The bounce doesn't look promising just yet. If they give us a nice little push above 768, we're good. Tommy Stark, it's a short till it's a long. Tommy Stark doesn't see anything that's long. Yeah, the selling pressure is building now, for sure. John is holding short with 749 as target. So FYI, any prop firm trader will have zero effect on any market pressure while trading sim. Yeah. Your trades are not live at all. You don't touch the live market at all. As a prop firm trader, you are never trading a future. WXB up 700 on gold. Nice bullish push. Leon, it will go down to 750. I think we tapped 750. which was the bottom of that descending channel, and we wicked right back up. So see if the bulls can continue to bounce it. Jesse James, some props copy trade. They're good traders, so I hear. I don't think that's a confirmed. I think that's still a rumor. Brett Simba from Tradeify has confirmed that most prop firms do not copy trade profitable traders. Apex has said the same thing. So I don't know if that rumor that prop firms copy trade their good traders. Highly doubt it. Way too risky. Even your top traders are still going to have a tilt day. Chart trends. Let's retest the VWAP. I'm good for that. I'd like to get out of this trade at this point. So I'm good with a test of VWAP. I'm good for VWAP or even that pivot point up at 800. I would love that. Big for short took me out of my short. It was fun. Have a good night. All right, brother. Have a good night. Or ma'am. Have a good night. All right, let's see if they can target now that pivot point at 800. Where's VWAP? VWAP's at 790. We're going to come at resistance around 778. That's that red line, the 200 SMA. TP at 780. That was my original long. I just wanted 10 points. 10 points became some drawdown, but it's not moving that crazy where your drawdown is crazy. Nicolas Gomez, is this you on Discord, that other JC? Not that zero other JC. We've heard that even Jesse has imitators on the Discord, so just make sure you chat with that other JC, spelled correctly, not with a zero. All right, let's go for VWAP. They can push above VWAP, then pivot point at 800. Nicholas, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of message? Are they also offering like trading signals, or seems like the Discord is littered with scammers? I did create a third-party bot that should stop that from here on, but can't control the past, unfortunately. Jesse James closed the scalp for $200. Nicely done. Chris Strand, come on, 5 points NQ. That's what I was looking for originally, and I got pushed down a few points. But let's see if we can get VWAP on this. Ugh, otherwise, I got to go to bed. All right, looking for 790 VWAP. I don't know. Do the Bulls have it in them? Chris Tran, I think this could be a trend reversal until London. Maybe I'll leave it on for a couple hours. They sent me a message asking if you would like to copy trade. Yeah, unfortunately the Discord has a lot of scammers. But like I said, I did activate a third-party bot, which hopefully stops scammers from here on. We'll see. All right, hitting that 200 SMA. Can they push above the 200, or is that it? If they can, then VWAP is next, 790. Then you got a pivot point at 800. T. Cooper, the Discord link should be in the video description. Tyson, riding is up. Good job, brother. Shark Treads, don't join this Discord if you're a scammer. All right, here they're going. Can they push the VWAP? Peter Chan, what's up? How's the NQ action tonight? Well, it's NQ, man. It moves nothing here. Tommy Stark, 799 is now the re-entry. All right, let's go. Let's go. We hit VWAP. Oh, faded out. Which means we're just range bound. It's just getting our hopes up. All right, I'm going to set a TP so I can go to bed. Around here somewhere. See if we can get VWAP touch on this. Chris Tran, TP hit. Nice. But this could be it for this move, unfortunately for me. That was a nice juicy bounce. Let's see if they can continue though. Corey Haram, appreciate you tuning in, brother. Have a good night. All right, they're pushing. They're going for VWAP. And they hit VWAP tonight. Or is that it? Looks like that could be as far as we go. Christopher, have a great night. See you in the morning. Shark Trends. Shark Trends. And you know what? You know what I'll do then? I'm going to send you a link so that you can play around with it maybe tonight or tomorrow. And maybe we'll have you tomorrow in the morning as a guest if you're available. It's vod.ninja. I'll send you the link once I turn this off. I'm about to call it a night. All right, they took a little rejection there at the 20 SMA on the 5-minute. See if they can push above the 20. We take a look at the 5-minute. It came to that 20 SMA and find a little bit of resistance there. I'm sorry, on the 15-minute. I was like, wait, why is it not? Ooh, it's a 15-minute. It's not the 5-minute. Ugh, that's not good. So we came to the 20 SMA on the 15-minute, and we're seeing some rejection. That's not good. Be patient. But if we flush below the 200 again, then that might be it for this move, at least for now. And I don't think I'm going to hold for another 2 hours to find out. All right, it needs to bounce around this area. If it flushes below that 200, not good. I mean, not good in the sense that we're just range bound. It's not gonna push. Ooh, not good at all. Bulls take the steps, bears take the elevator down. That was an elevator candle right there. And I guess it just continues in that range. We're just range bound. No break to the upside or to the downside. Chris Peters, liquidity grab. Let's see. It was a nasty 1-minute candle. Let's see if 770 holds. NASDAQ ellipse. Well, I'm coming to an end. I'll be back tomorrow morning for anybody who trades the New York session, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to put a stop on this around 7:50, and I think I'm just going to ride this for a couple hours. set an alarm. Chris Peters marking bullish liquidity in zone it's tapping. Yeah, it all depends if it goes back into that damn descending channel. If it goes back into that, call it quits. Shark Trends, we could stay up all night? Hell no. All right, let me send you the link, though. Let me send you the link so you can play around with it. And tomorrow I can add you. All right, looks like it's just a range-bound move. Same range, 760 to 785. Not good. Oh man, she's flushing. Not good. All right, Shark, I just sent you the link. You can play around with that, and then I'll have you tomorrow morning as a guest. All right, that was a nasty rejection up there, huh? Bull's gonna do anything about it though, or are you gonna just flush this down? Ooh, it's nasty. Did we get any news? Take a look at financial juice. Don't see any news. But it's looking dumpy. That was a strong 5-minute action right there. Adam, RSI extreme overbought and NQ never disappoints. All right, she's taking a brutal flush down. See what happens at that 750 area again. But this is looking dumpy now. Opportunity awaits. Pullback. I'm still shooting for 23,800. Yeah, I mean, the drawdown is not that bad yet, but if they're going to flush, then I'll have to get out. And we did push lower than the last wave, so let's see if they continue. Yeah, that's a nasty drop. That's a quick nasty drop. John, that was a nice trap indeed. Indeed. Chris Peters, man, it faked out, stalled, then dumped. Yep. Going to bed? All right. See you tomorrow? All right. John, bearish engulfing on the 30-minute. Yep, it's pushing below the last 30-minute. Not looking good. I think bears are picking up some selling pressure here. Lemonhead just tuned in. Small divergence on the NQ and ES. Looking for a long here if ES doesn't make new lows. JC Trades, you guys fighting that NQ hourly chart? Yeah, it is in a 1 hour descending channel for sure. That was a quick sell-off. Jesse James long from 55. Not trusting it anymore. That was what? 40 points? About 6 minutes? 30 points. But I think it wants more. All right, looks like they're going to flush this. The Anasis fighting the trend. Yeah, we are in a 1 hour descending channel. I agree. Hey, Jesse, I just sent you a text. All right, it wants more. Looks like it's breaking structure down there. So this could be a stronger move to the downside. All right, let's see if the bottom of that channel holds. Otherwise, it's time to bail and call it a night. Peter Chan, good night. See you in the morning. Chris Tran, strong support at 751. Yeah, I'm waiting for another touch. I do think they're looking to flush that channel. So, plus we're in an hourly down trend. So I think the 30-minute and the hourly charts are catching up to this move to the downside. That's why I'm not going to DCA. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens down here. Chris Peters has got some support. The orb opening range breakout needs suck it back in. Was a nasty little flush there. Good 30 points. Ooh. All right, we're in trouble here. See how far this move to the downside goes before we get a bounce. If we get a bounce. And continuing the push down. Chart trends. I hate to say it, but we could drop to 700. Yeah, I mean, the next pivot point's at 716. Obviously, I'm not going to take all that drawdown, so I'll have to clip it around here. If they break this channel, they're going to break the bottom of this range, and they want more. So, nice fake. They played a nice fake and dumped it. JC trades, I think we see a 720 bottom of hour and 4-hour swing low, yesterday's low. The 1 hour and the 4 hour have way more downside potential because we're in a 1 hour descending channel. And if they're going to take it down, there's way more downside to that channel. But we'll see. If they can pop it here, then it's just range bound. It's been playing the same range for back to this morning. Chart trends. Well, if you look at it, the wedge is getting bigger, so just maybe we'll get a higher high again. That would be good for us longs. Rank gap, boy, it'll pump a little bit, I hope. Yeah, we're in a bad, or I don't know how many longs are out there, but it's make or break for the bulls right around here. If they can't bounce it, then the bears will make a move, a nasty move to the downside, and I'll have to get out. Like I said, the bottom of this channel is the extreme I'm willing to take on this. After that, it's hopium. But so far, no bounce. Unable to bounce it yet. Oh. Chris Tran, ES is catching the bid just now. Maybe we can see a little pop with Vil. Yeah, let's see if they play the range. Then that's all it is. It's just range bound, and I'm not even interested in the long. Just going to go back and forth for another couple hours before a decision on direction is made. Rain Gap Boy, give us 765 at least. I'll take 765. I'm tired, man. I want to go to bed. I should have closed it up there before they flushed it. I honestly thought we were going to hit VWAP. He did a nasty little trick on us. Shaking us out. Maybe tomorrow at 10 a.m. we'll see the long. Oh, man. All right, here they go again. It's just the range. It's not... Jesse James, I had 3 separate long signals down here. Please, let's go. All right. Hey, I believe your crayons. As much as Chris makes fun of the crayons, I believe in your crayons. So, the ES trade looks a lot cleaner for support. ES should pop and NQ follow. All right, Lemon, let's go. I don't know how much longer I'll stay, but let's go. JT1111 just got back from walking my dog and my long got cooked. Yeah, man, same here. He faked us out nicely. I was going for VWAP. That was it. That's all I wanted was VWAP, and flushed it. John is like, I'll be your liquidity. Holding short. I think we're becoming your liquidity, John, to be honest with you. I'm not too convinced on this bounce just yet. Lemonhead, setting up my stops. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same. I'm going to set a stop down here. And I may have to just go to bed. Wake up in the red or wake up in some green. At this point, I may as well try to go for a pivot point at 800. And we'll see where I wake up. Because I am not staying for another hour to find out. But we have Jesse's signals, so maybe it does pump. Jay's Trades, what's up, JC? You only trade MNQ or trade NQ sometimes? I'm trading NQ. I rarely trade micros. K Money, Choppy Monday. Chris Peters, I highly respect the 15-minute and it's showing up from here. I'm watching the 15-minute and I'm not, I don't know. Not seeing up. I'm seeing further downside on the 15-minute. Rangat boy, this is making my entry a resistance. Yeah, it's not looking pretty for longs, I'll be honest. Nate sold the top of that tiny pop. I'm out. I'm out of this. No go for me. Yeah, I should have sold. When it popped as well. Got a nasty little flush and faked me out. But that's trading for you. Jesse James, start talking to your gods, buddy. Ain't looking pretty. Oh, it's coming from my stop. Yeah. I don't think they're bouncing it here. I think there's more downside. So I'll get stopped out and go to bed. Shark Trends is cutting it here for a small loss and heading to bed. Yeah, I'm letting my stop hit. That'll be my loss for tonight. Shark Trends, all right, buddy. We'll come back tomorrow, Shark. Shark closing his long. Jesse, are you still in your long? Jesse still holding. Yeah. Oh, I'm close. It's about to stop me out. Niklas, en la buena, parcero. Good night. All right, send me to bed. Stop me out. And send me to bed. Chris Peters, does it go or does it not? I think this is flushing, man. That's why I'm giving up. I'll let it hit my stop. Not moving it. I won't DCA tonight. Come back tomorrow. It's a lot of selling pressure on a 30-minute. All right, guys, I'm about to get stopped out, so I will see you guys tomorrow for the New York session traders. I'll be up probably with Shark Trends tomorrow as our guest in the morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern, possibly even before that. And I'll be back tomorrow night for Asia, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. We'll wait for it to hit the stop and call it a night. Thanks for tuning in. If you're brand new to the stream, do me a favor. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like, smash that subscribe. Jesse, have a good night. Green Trub Red, have a good night. Have a good night to everybody. I'm waiting for it to stop me out so at least I can be transparent about the loss, but you have to just let it ride and see what happens. Nejmu, good night. Good night to everybody. Like I said, I want to be transparent about the loss, so I'm letting it stop me out. And I'll shut it all down and go to bed. Ten Woozy, let's take this to 23,787 and up. I think there's more downside before that. It's a lot of selling pressure here. And bulls have not been able to pop it. And no stop yet. I think it's only a matter of time, so let it stop me out. And here it comes. Yet. You know, John, I don't want to walk away without taking the loss. I was trying to be transparent here and just get it stopped out, but look, now it's teasing. Oh, wait. But I'll take the bounce too. All right, here we go. I think it's one last flush down and bye-bye. There we go. I mean, you got pivot point now at 716, so this can go pretty damn low. I don't want to take all that drawdown. Sellers definitely strong, but we also had an area where buyers defended well today. Yeah, that's the bottom of this. If you see this little box that I have here, it's the bottom of that range, but I just can't stay in a trade for more than another hour. I'll take the loss. I'm okay with the loss. If they defend it, they have to defend it here. I'm not willing to take the wick and then the pop. So this is the range, right? That's why I'm putting my stop. I mean, technically I should put my stop at least 5 points below that, but I just don't have the patience for tonight. Done. But if I highlight this, that's the range, right? Technically my stop should be 5 points below that, but okay taking a loss. I'll go to bed. But I think they want to push down now. I think this is their chance. The Bears, this is their chance to break below 745. They've tried all day and popped right back up. All right. Looks like they're going to play the range again. Man, I was trying to go to bed. Chris Peters, it's fighting to stay above here. Yeah, but I think it wants a little more downside, and I'm just not willing to change my stop. Because then that means I'll have to stay for another hour or two, and I think we'll call it a night for tonight, and then tomorrow will be another day. All right, it's about to go down. About to hit my stop. Chris, I think they're, well, you got pivot point down at 716 and it's coming strong. I think there's more downside to this for sure. And about to get stopped out. Still? No. No way. That's funny. That's as close. That's pretty damn close to a stop. Now, if they get above 755, then maybe they are going to bounce it. Well, no, not really. 760. Otherwise, it ain't over. They're pushing down. All right, they need to get above 765 for the bounce. Otherwise, still in the same channel. All right, let's extend this a little bit. Chris Peters, I'm telling you, it's fighting 15 close above 680 on TV, and it could bounce hard. Well, let's see. Like I said, I'm playing the stop or staying in the trade. Bounces, it bounces. All right, I think this is it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll get stopped out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. David, yep. Gonna be a interesting week. No worries, brother. All right, here they come. Bill. Still no stop. Now it's making me want a DCA here. Now it's making me want a DCA here. All right, I've tried to say goodnight a couple times, guys, but it just won't stop me out. And if I see the bounce here, I might DCA. Trip walks. Yeah, I'm leaving the stop. Not moving it. Not moving it. All right, here's what we'll do. And let's keep the stop where it's at and modify that to 2. And that's it. Jesse James, yeah, I'm looking for break even at most on this. I'm not targeting pivot point. I'm not targeting VWAP anymore. Probably 770 if we're lucky on a bounce. That's if it bounces. It still has to bounce. Yeah, at night you can get away with DCAing. I would probably not do it during the morning session. It'll cost me accounts, but at night, it doesn't add too much. And there she goes again. So I think the stop out is happening now. And I will see you all in the morning or tomorrow night. Little nasty consolidation area there. Not. But I think it's only a matter of time. They're not bouncing this like they should at this level. Or like they have in the past. So I think I think there's more downside to it. All right, here we go. It's over. Come on already. You can't make this up, can you? Should have added another one there. All right, here we go. Now it's over. Ow, ow. Come on. Send me to bed already. You win. I don't think so. Wow. All right, guys. Have a great night. Yeah, 10. I should have moved it 5 points, but just go to bed. Already been like 3 hours on. All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll come back tomorrow. Taking an L for tonight, and we'll see. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't done so, help me out with the YouTube algo. Smash that like. Smash that subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.